Okay. Okay. How should I talk about this? How should I talk about this? Um, a couple weeks ago, Dave Ramsey was a hot topic because he went on this news channel and said if if you're relying so much on the stimulus checks, then um then your life is already in like shambles or something like that. Okay, let me look up this quote. Shambles is a harsh word. Um, okay, what did Dave Ramsey actually say? He said, how do you say this? Okay, if $600 or $1,400 changes your life, you are pretty much screwed already. Wow. Um. Okay. Okay. How do we unfold this? Um. Now, there's a lot of things going on here. A lot of things, thingamajigs. Um, he's mean. Okay, we can all agree to that. And okay, I will say I do listen to Dave Ramsey, and I think I remember when because I recorded that top or I posted like my top 5 podcasts I listened to and stuff, and Dave Ramsey was 2, and a lot of people like reply like, "Oh, you listen to Dave Ramsey?" Like, um, blah blah blah. Like they kind of like were disrespecting him, and I was like, I agree with your disrespect. He is mean. He's very disrespectful. He's very mean. It's his personality. I don't agree with most of what he does. Okay, there's this weird thing with people that you have to like agree with like 70% of someone's values to listen to them or to agree with them. Like, nah, man. I'm down to agree. If I agree with someone like 20%, I'm gonna listen to them. I can separate. Can people not what do you call the word? Compartmentalize? Yes. Can people not compartmentalize like okay and think for themselves in a way? So I don't know. It was very mean. It was very disrespectful. It was very like I know people live paycheck to paycheck. Um. Okay. That's just Dave Ramsey. It might be wrong, but I've always um not followed, but I've always been intrigued with people that are very extreme with certain topics. Like Dave Ramsey is an extreme person when it comes to certain topics, and so with money especially, of course. And I like extreme people when it comes to like okay, extreme people when it comes to like very responsible things like school people, fashion, like the minimalists or Cal Newport, like those are very extreme people in those fields. I don't follow 60% of what they do, but I'm very fascinated because they push me. They push me to try to be a better person in that field. Um, Dave Ramsey, he pushes me to be better in finances. It's okay. Like tough love is, I'm fine with tough love. So I understand why that quote was disrespectful because this world, I mean, this country, America, one of the best countries, probably kind of the best country out there. Um, um, 70% of the country lives paycheck to paycheck. So of course that monthly stimulus is a huge deal. But Dave Ramsey hates people that live paycheck to paycheck. He doesn't want you to live paycheck to paycheck. So when he's saying that stimulus thing, like your life is already screwed, when he says your life is already screwed, he's speaking to people that are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's okay. That's okay if you're living a paycheck to paycheck. Push to get off paycheck to paycheck. 2 months. Like in an evil way, I kind of like how people are kind of not liking Dave Ramsey because they won't listen to him. So all the gyms will be to me and the people that are very people that kind of like him in ways. Um, because he pushes people. He pushes people. He's a coach. Your coach is gonna be mean. Your coaches in high school were mean. The best coaches are mean when it comes to certain things. Um, so it's very 50-50 to me. Like it's a tough topic because you know being in if you experience life in low income areas and schools, you'll know that paycheck to paycheck is a big deal, and stimulus checks are a huge deal to these communities. And so, but at the same time, you want to recognize that. You want to recognize that you're living paycheck to paycheck, and maybe striving for um, bettering that lifestyle. And Dave's just being mean and sorry. He's a very old fashioned boomer, blah blah blah, all that mess. That's okay. Um, I don't know, because Dave Ramsey has helped so many people in life, and okay, and then you see people just like take that quote and then they're like, oh, this is why Dave Ramsey is harmful to the middle class, and I'm like, guys, what? Like that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic. He might have said a mean thing, but at the end of the day, he has helped so many people and has made people so rich so many times. So many times. I don't know. It's interesting. So if you don't like Dave Ramsey, then don't listen to him. I'll be very happy. I'll be happy. I shouldn't even be talking about this. I actually don't want to talk about this. I don't know. I just know so many people that have been impacted by him and have really been pushed by him, and it's your typical don't judge a book by its cover thing, blah blah blah. But yes, we can all agree that he was mean. Okay, let's move on. Like I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people just like to dwell on things. Um, and then people just bring them up in the church community. Like I was reading things about like Dave Ramsey's bad for the church. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? Oh man. When someone said Twitter is like a big debate class, I was like, that is so correct because there is some wild debates in anything. I'm not like not just targeting Dave Ramsey, but there's like when they said Patrick Mahomes is like the next Michael Jordan, I was like, wow, that is a amazing comparison. Or there was a wild comparison the other day too. I forgot, but I don't know. Yeah, just take notes from certain people. You don't have to just because you disagree with someone 50 or 60%, you can find tidbits. I mean, this is like how in music, like you can be influenced by many musicians. I'm influenced by some musicians that I don't really even listen to personally, like in my like, little hobby of music. But I can like I know what good music is in certain genres are. It's all about getting a little dabble on here, a dabble there, a dabble with Dave Ramsey, a dabble with this, a dabble with that, a dabble with this. Like it's a grocery store, y'all. It's a grocery store. It's America. Just do that. You can listen to whatever you want. You can think however you want. I don't know, man. So it is what it is. He's cool, I guess, and all. Cool. All right, what else? What else?